Hey everybody, thank you for using my YouTube channel. Once again, my name is Jay Banks, and basically what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about 0 and 1. Alright, so the first thing you need to know about DOS is basically you start off with 0 and 1. This is the basics of the computer system, and then you have our code that you have to actually use. Once the code is complete and the 0 and 1 is complete, then what you'll begin to do is you'll begin to create your own program like Tumblr, like Twitter, and like oh shit. Basically let me see, Facebook. Okay, so once you have put yourself in a position where you can actually create those actual programs, the next thing is you have to set it up in a certain way that where it runs as a particular program. Once the actual DOS has done that, 0 and 1 takes over. Now, 0 and 1 allows you to actually see what's actually going on, and then there's pixels behind it. Once the pixels and the zeros and ones have become all together, basically, this becomes the situation to where you can actually see the colors. Now, the colors are based on many things, and the many things that the colors actually go on, they're based on a system of multiple numbers. So, when I call those numbers, you should know what those colors are. So, this is what's really funny about this particular situation. Well, there are certain colors all the way down the street when the firefighters use it, and basically the actual traffic Atmos and certain companies like cable companies and telephone companies. No, not telephone companies, because basically that's landline. And so cable companies, there you go. And so cable company, once you actually find out that that's actually the thing that's on the post, well, basically, what you have to do is you have to connect it from the post to your house so that you can actually have some type of system of doing things. Now, I'm going to show you a bunch of illegal shit. Excuse me, a bunch of illegal stuff, and then we'll go from there. Ready? Go! Okay, so basically, what I'm going to show you is a whole bunch of illegal setups. One of them is true, and the other ones are not. First of all, what you need to be aware of, well, let me show you. These are jackets. These are not allowed in basically the United States. There's a reason why, because we have a landline in these particular type of houses, so they're not illegal to set up, because once you put them all on the wall, basically you have to drill into the actual wall, damaging the actual product, and basically sooner or later it's going to actually create a crack somewhere at the top or somewhere at the bottom. Now, here's what you need to know about that. Well, you can actually do certain things like this, and that's the reason why you have to actually use things like this from the actual post out there on the in the alley. So after that, you have the actual satellite, and then things like that. If you can watch that, see there. Okay, and then you have the actual connections and things like that. Well, it's hard to actually get onto the World Wide Web from things like that until you actually have the satellite positioning. Now, here's what's interesting about what I'm seeing now. Ready? Go! Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this right here. Okay? It's restart for A. Guess what? There you go. 0 and 07 for GSS. Now, here is what you need to know. I have actually worked for Encore and TXU. I was one of the actual head people there, and basically, well, certain things like this actually tell you certain things. Well, this is ground, and then once you put it all together, here's what you need to know. Well, the first thing you need to know is this: the actual power does not come from the post. So this is what we're going to do. Um, First of all, the we'll we'll push this button here, and then there's a situation to where actually it has to close at 200, 240 at B, and then 3W with 60 hertz and TA, and we that's terahertz. Okay, so basically and what you have to do is you go to 30 and then you got um I'm sorry, I forgot what it was. Oh, wait a minute, kilohertz. So 7.2. Now, this is what you need to know about the actual Encore system. And basically, you have to always come out here and prime it. So if it's locked, something is wrong. You have to always prime it. So it has to always be 30 days so you'll actually know how much power is actually going into the house. Now, here's what you need to know. Basically, oh, excuse me for a second. Get a freebie on that one. So, basically, what you need to know is that basically it closes at 200. It's not supposed to continue. The reason why is because it's not supposed to go from anywhere else. This and this actually right here does the following. Basically, it does not work. There you go. I'm done. All right, so now here's what you need to do. Basically, what you need to know about the electricity. I'm sorry, I'm turning a little blue. You know, I was standing too close to the electricity. So basically, what you need to know is, well, there are situations where you get into a brownout if if it's too cold or if it's too frozen right now. Basically, um, that you broadcasted that didn't make a sense. It's supposed to close at 200. God damn. Can somebody help Family Dollar, please? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not Jay, I'm Jai. And what you need to know now, since I got you in my house, is basically what you need to do now is that you need to correct those people up there because if they turn that off, they won't have electricity. Bye.